Alright, welcome back guys. This is the RSL 3 Grand Finals between Oz and VortiX. The score is 3-3 right now. This is going to be our last game. The winner of this game will win $1,000 more than his opponent. The winner taking home the grand prize of $3,000. Second place is $2,000. So very important game here. One game for $1,000. How do you like this? And this is our WhirlWind.
This is a good map for Zerg, I think. But I don't like it just because it's a 4-player map, kind of like Tadarium. So if your Overlord goes in the wrong direction, it can take... Oh, and it's cross-spawn. So he's not going to scout Oz for so long in this map.
Alright, Oz is going to be starting as our red Protoss on the top left-hand corner of this map, being GSL WhirlWind. His opponent, currently is VortiX, the Spanish Terror. He's going to be starting as the blue Zerg, and it looks like a pull 8. He's not making any drones right now. He wants to try something here. He's hoping that Oz will not scout, and oh my god, it looks like Oz is going to scout cross map first. In which case he will be able to see this. Oh no, never mind. Hold that thought. He's going to... Wait, where is he going? No, he's going to scout top right first. Oh my god, I'm metagaming myself right now. What am I doing? Anyway, we have the pull on the way here for VortiX, and how does pull 8 compared to pull 7, you think?
I think 7 pull is better. They're both about the same though. Obviously you have one more drone with an 8 pull, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. I think Oz is going to be in a fairly good position though with his early scout.
Really? You don't think those links can come at the expo, get a cancelled on the Nexus, and then at the wall, and then he can just catch up on drones? Because he will have Queen. With this, he will have the economy to get a Queen like pretty early on. How many links does he go like with from there? 8, 10?
I think you either do 8 or 10. I'm not sure. I think you can do either.
Oh, and Oz went for the Forge first.
Oh yeah, with Forge first, it's going to be so far ahead actually.
Yeah, I was really thinking he was going to go for the Nexus first here, but he just waited to see if he could scout VortiX first. He did not, and then after that he threw down the Forge.
Yeah,
not playing it risky here.
That's a $1,000 decision right there. I think he will probably have an advantage now.
He sees those links coming his way. He's gonna throw down a cannon followed by a gate. He can perfect wall here basically if he wants. He's thrown down 2 gates here. He's just gonna need 1 more pylon to perfect wall, and this aggression here is not going to do anything. VortiX is on 11 drones to the 16 probes of Oz, but I mean Oz behind this, he can chrono boost 2 more probes. Actually no, okay, never mind, he used the chrono boost already. So yeah, Oz I think is pulled far ahead with this.
Yeah, I think so too.
I really feel like cancelling like one of my buildings when I do this, but I guess those links will just run in if he does.
I guess he'll just cancel the gate when one of the gates is done, so he can put a cyber core. I
guess. But actually it does not look like he wants to cancel a single gate here. He's gonna let the second one finish and just throw down a Nexus. Maybe get 2 gases, get +1 and go for some aggression with a couple zealots. But I guess the distance is so long on this map that it will leave a lot of time for your opponent to be ready. The probe tried to escape the grip of the Zerglings. It went to the bottom left here and it was sniped. Another probe is locked out, and he's gonna hide at 6 o'clock here. And actually Oz did not have that many probe at home mining, so now he's gonna boosted a bunch. He's up to 19 probes in total at his minerals, whereas well, what happened to VortiX? He had so little drones here for a second. I guess he made the hatch at his expansion, but he's up to 16 drones right now. He has a bunch of useless links on the map, basically scouting every corner, making sure there is no proxy pylon. But Oz, he has the 1 probe that got away. The one that got away, man. And he's gonna try to sneak in the main here. He's trying to come back to the source, basically. Trying to scout some gas. It will not spot a first gas. And no real info here was taken by Oz. In the meantime, he's already mining on 2 gases. Cybernetics core is on the way. He hasn't made a single zealot. I feel like this too when I play against an early rush and I see that my opponent already has a bunch of links. I don't feel like making zealots at all. Just because he already has 8 links outside, you need like 2 or 3 zealots to be able to clean very well.
Yeah, I don't think that zealots are the best race either. The stalkers could be good though, since there's no link speed.
It looks like he wants to do a stalker rush here. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes 2 more behind this and really tries to put a lot of pressure on. And well, we have actually a robo going up behind this. He's not gonna have enough money or gas to start too many units behind those two stalkers. Because of this, the Lynx are gonna try to get a surround on those stalkers, but that's not going to work out. Always being so careful with his units. 2 gases have gone down in the main of VortiX here. The walk count 31 to 31 finally evened out. But I mean, those stalkers, how can he counter them? I mean, he has to wait, I guess, at his ramp to fight with his queen against them. But they can maneuver, they can go around, snipe some drones maybe.
Yeah, I think he should be able to hold this off with the slow links he's making. The question is what he wants to do after this as Zerg, because it's kind of hard to take and hold a third against pressure when you're that behind at the beginning. But 2 base builds aren't that good either if you're behind, so it's a tough spot for VortiX, I think.
And we have a War Prism on the way, as well as 2 sentries. I would not be surprised if he tries to land those at the ramp in the main here and try to go for a big aggression. But actually, he hasn't made extra gates just yet. He's added on 2 more gases, so he's gonna have a great gas income, Oz that is. And he's actually just added on 2 more gates here. I don't think those are going to be finished on time before this aggression can begin. So I'm not sure exactly what he's thinking here. I think he wants to be sort of semi-aggressive. He does not have to overcommit to this, that's the thing. Because he has a War Prism and he knows that his opponent does not have a great economy. He's not going to have his tech on time, or at least not anytime soon. But actually, I guess the lair is well on its way right now. We have 2 evolution chambers being added on here for VortiX. VortiX, he kind of feels like he has to gamble, I think, right now. He has not made an infestation pit just yet because his lair did not finish, but he skipped the roach warren completely, and I think this is going to be infestation pit, most likely.
I think when you're behind, just turtling and going infestors is usually the best choice.
When you're ahead too. When you're ahead too.
Yeah, when you're ahead too, it's a good choice.
And
never a bad choice.
We have those units now dropping in the main, killing an overlord immediately. This is not going to supply block VortiX, but he's going to have to cancel his infestation pits. He has started 1-1 upgrades for his Zerglings, and those queens are going to try to get rid of his War Prism. He has to pick up and leave here. He's going to be able to save 4 key units, just leaving a couple Zealots behind. 2 Stalkers and 2 Sentries were picked up here. We have an Observer already in position for Oz here. He's going for the blink behind this, already researching it. The Robotics pair is on the way as well. Oz does not want to be supply block. He's going to throw down 6 pylons at once, 7 pylons. No, actually, 10 pylons. Oh my god, why? 10 pylons at once. This guy really does not want to have to remake pylons ever in this game.
Yeah, that's a bit overkill, I think.
I guess he had a lot of money and he wants to focus on his RSL, so he's going to drop this 3rd base. He's going to try to deal a lot of damage to it. We have 2 sentries, 2 stalkers, a bunch of zealots. He's warping more zealots. He's in this one corner where he can pull his units back and force field around them. Those Zerglings are going to move in on his units now. He's going to have to react very quickly, but I guess he has enough zealots maybe to deal with those Zerglings. Those Zerglings do not have 1-1 just yet. The zealots already having the 1-0 are going to be able to deal with them quite nicely. The gas finished here. A cancel would have been nice, as VortiX is going to lose this base here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Oz keeps up with the aggression here, dropping in the main with the War Prism, trying an attack in the front with whichever units he has left here. But 6 infestors are about to finish here. Oz, he hasn't started working on the 3rd base so far. He has halted probe production. He's actually at 54 probes to 46 drones right now, so he's ahead economically. But I guess if he would start working on the 3rd here and keep on denying the 3rd of VortiX, this would be pretty good for him. He's able to spot the other hatch at a 6 o'clock position with his Observer, and it looks like he's going to move toward this. Maybe throw down a couple force field on the ramp here to make sure. Actually, he can just do that here. And VortiX, he already has infestors. I think he's going to try to go for the fight here and prevent a cancel from this hatchery, and he might get it. Oh, actually, Oz, with the very nice force fields here, he's locking VortiX out right now, but all those units might die behind this. I think, okay, Oz, he knows he's trapped here, so he's going to warp as many zealots as he can and try to deal with this, but so many infested Terrans are being summoned here, and I think VortiX should be able to deal with this, even though he has lost a lot of Zerglings right as this fight started here. The 1 sentry trying to get away. Those infestors are not going to die. They're just going to pull back for now. The War Prism is still alive. In the meantime, we have the 2nd Colossus on the way, a Dark Shrine. And what is Oz doing? I think he wants to send in a couple of DTs, try to do damage. And then after this is done, he's going to do a big all-in with a couple of Archons. He does not look like he wants to take a 3rd at all this game, even though he has the probe count to do so. And just as I say that, he sends the probe to the third. I guess his probe count is too high for him not to take a third. If he had been on like 40 something probes now, I would have understood not taking a third, but since he's already on 56, why not? He has the economy for it. He can make a lot of units as well. He has his warp prism in position ready to be deployed and start warping some DTs. He could just send one to each base and basically cause chaos in the base of VortiX for some time, after which he can just hit a big timing with 3 or 4 Colossi, a couple Archons, a bunch of Zealots to tank, and a lot of Stalkers. But it looks like right now VortiX wants to be on the offensive side of things. He's going to move across the map with 9 Infestors and a lot of Zerglings. In the meantime, the Warp Prism still is not in position to warp those DTs. I think he forgot about it, which is pretty bad, because sending 1 DT in each base now would have been really huge for Oz. He just has 2 sentries actually. He's being a bit greedy about this. And VortiX is going to move in now. Those units are well spread out right now, but a lot of infested Terran are going to be used here, and they're going to surround this army pretty much, at least this one Colossus on the left. Oz is actually killing a lot of those infestors. VortiX was not being careful here, and I think Oz, this is going to be an easy hold for him here. The Warp Prism is ready to basically warp some units here, and Oz is on the offensive side of things this time. We have a Spire and Roach Speed on the way for VortiX, but Oz, he has so much army and he can warp DTs. Why is he not warping DTs? He completely forgot about those.
Yeah, I don't know.
There we go. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. We have 6 DTs on the way to the third base of... oh, he could get those Strongholds! No, he does not. He did not see them, and those DTs are going to start slicing everything that VortiX has. Oz is going to take the win here, and the $3,000 prize money for first place in this RSL 3, guys. I have to say, I did not expect the games to go this way, but somehow they were very meta game heavy. They tried to counter each other as much as possible, and in the end, Oz got the better end of it. Would you agree, Costa User?
Well, he won, so I would say he got the better end of it. It was a strange game though, that last game.